What is up, you beautiful people? Welcome to the channel. I'm Skratch. This is another Dragonheir Silent Gods video. Guys, the end of Season 1 is almost here, and probably you guys are wondering what else is left to do. How you may notice, I'm currently doing my Fate Mandel, for example. I'm at floor 153. You can do your Pillar of Trials if you haven't done that just yet, but let me just quickly back out of here. And of course, there are quite a few different things that maybe some of you guys haven't completed just yet. For example, if you're gonna head over right here to the far left of the screen, you're gonna have this collection album that will basically have some mini quests that will reward you once you're completing everything. You have kind of like milestones to achieve a specific amount of points. It's nothing too crazy, but there's something to keep you busy, you know, and there are quite a few of them in case if you haven't done them. So this is one of the things that you can do. Now, my season on my server actually ends either 6 days, either 10 days. I'm still a bit confused with this, honestly. I would assume 6 days. I think that's the correct time right there. And after, we're gonna get the brand new season in, guys, which is pretty exciting. A new map, new bosses or new gear sets, tons of new things. Okay, so definitely looking forward to it. Now I'm quickly gonna show you what things you can do. So if you go on the map, basically, at most of the city locations that you will encounter, like you have the Etheline right here, you have Aquitaine, you have Lake Sunset, Altar of the Flowering. Each one of these might have some NPCs in there. So you attack them basically and they reward you once you defeat them. You can challenge the characters that are in the story. And I feel like most of the people will skip most of them. I have quite a few that I haven't completed yet, but probably I'll be looking to do this on stream in the next few days. The main priority for me now is to complete the Fate Mandel. And a quick off-topic feedback to the developers, basically. So I've been doing the Fate Mandel quite hardcore for the last few days. I've done probably like 50 plus stages in a couple of days, and I feel like all I'm seeing, okay, is 30 champions out of the 200 being reused on all the stages. And that makes it very frustrating because all you're seeing is Questa, you're seeing Vitar, you're seeing El Cibri, and basically you're just seeing those champions over and over and over and over and over again. And it's very repetitive. It's pretty annoying actually to get to fight only the most OP champions. So hopefully in the future you will reconsider to actually mix the champions a bit more, involve most of the champions that they are in the game in the Fate Mandel. That's kind of like my feedback to the developers with this. But you guys that played it already, let me know in the comments down below what is your take on the Fate Mandel so far, you know. Then, how I mentioned, the Pillar of Trials right here, I've actually completed this, so it's nothing left for me to do here. It's a pretty good content. It's kind of like a factions in my opinion, you know. So it's based on your elemental affinity. It's pretty challenging as well, especially if you don't have all the OP legendaries from most of the elements. Then at the same time, guys, we do have the little tower defense towers that you're just randomly finding scattered on the map. Maybe you missed some of them. So my buddy Odd One Gaming actually put a list on our tier list where you're going to be able to see pretty much every single location. So right here, the link for the tier list is in the pinned comment. Do not ask for a permission, just do a copy, okay? It will prompt you to create a copy, just do that, and you will have your own tier list basically from ours, and you're gonna have access to all this as well. But if you're gonna look at all these skeleton heads on the map, you see, these are all tower defense locations. Now I'm pretty convinced that myself, I missed quite a few of them as well, you know, like seems like there are only 2 pages. I don't recall any of them being part of the newer maps, you know. So there are quite a few of them that you can do, and they reward you fairly decent. They are giving you some goodies. So just stop the video, take a screenshot, or just pay attention to where you see all these skeleton heads. Go and check all these locations and make sure you defeated the content. Basically, you're missing on gems if you're not doing it. Some of them might reward you with some other goodies as well. Then this is coming directly from the Dragonheir website. They do have a couple of different things as well. So they're kind of like explaining you what other quests, side quests, or exploration content maybe you missed, you know. And They're kind of like giving you all the locations for all of that. And I'm gonna pin this link in the pinned comment, guys, so you can just head over right here and find out all the information. But basically, shows you all these mini quests that you gotta complete. I can't remember if I already showed it to you or no, but I'm gonna show it to you again just in case. If you go to the camp on the left side, you're basically gonna have this album collection right here, and the more quests you complete, the more rewards you're getting. So make sure you're trying to get all of them 3 out of 3, 4 out of 4 from each one of the locations, and that will give you some extra rewards. I can't remember if I showed you that at the beginning of the video, or it's kind of like a deja vu. We live in a parallel universe, you know. Then, of course, they are the NPCs, okay, which are characters that you will challenge and you'll be getting rewards. So, for example, if you challenge Emerald, it shows you the location, is a level 90 enemy. You're getting Wire Marrow, you're getting Gold, you're getting Affinity Solvent, and you're getting Starlight Stone Dice. So it's very important to get all of these done, guys. I'll be doing it as well on stream in the next few days. So if you want to join me one day and we all do it together on Twitch TV, we're grinding every single one of these bosses, get all the Wire Marrow, and the main thing that we really want to get from here is the Starlight Stone Dice. And the reason for it is because we're going to have a bunch of new champions coming to the game. And if you watch the video that I released yesterday explaining you everything that you will keep in the next season, everything that you will lose in the next season, I mentioned that you will keep all the dice, all the scrolls, all the gems, etc. So you want to stack as many Starlight Stone Dice as possible, guys, just to give you a better chance to summon some of the new epic champions, you know, even some of the old ones, to get some Essence of Creation, maybe some new rare champions if they're adding any to the game. So you want to make sure you're collecting all that. So how I mentioned, I will link this in the pinned comment so you guys can come to the website, find all the locations. So you see Oster is in Tenebria, the Unyielded Silk, Noble Manor House, and he's level 230. He's giving me 20 gems and some pots. The rest doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna go for the 20 gems because little by little makes a lot, guys. Okay, so that's the lesson of today's video. Let me know in the comments down below. How are you doing with the Pillar of Trials? How are you doing with the Feymander? How many stages you guys have left? Am I really behind compared to everyone else? Because I've been slacking with the Feymander, right? So looking forward to finish it in the next couple of days. Hopefully I will be able to do it. But actually, before we end the video, guys, let me just quickly show you what I mean with NPCs. Especially if you're new to the game, you're gonna find them scattered on the map while you're doing your campaign, either at different locations, different towns. Either you're gonna find them on the map, and if you can defeat them, you're gonna get some extra rewards that will overall just boost your progression. So I'm gonna have a few of them marked as well here on the map. I cannot remember if they're super OP and I was not able to defeat them long time ago. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to defeat them now. But we're actually gonna check what we have right here. Seems like I have 2 characters that I can interact with. Some of them are just for design. Some of them won't give you the option to challenge like I have on this one. And since like both of them, they will give me the option to challenge. And these are the rewards that we're getting. This is only a level 130, so it shouldn't be that hard to defeat it. And mainly, you're only going to be able to deploy 3 characters in here. So keep that in mind as well. Let's actually bring in a rally hero to try and melt them down as fast as possible. You will encounter quite a few different traps on the maps when you are deploying your characters. You see those barrels at the end. When they explode, they will stun the target. You're going to have actual traps. If you put your character into it, you're basically going to stun the character as soon as the fight begins. There are all sorts of different traps, but they're teaching you all about this when you are actually starting the game. So we got the rewards. Let's challenge the other one here as well. So together, from these 2, we basically got 10 scrolls. You see different traps right here. This one, when it is deployed, all units within its range restores HP over time. And they have that crossbow there. If I'm going to keep my character in straight line, the crossbow will shoot my my character. So we want to avoid that, you know. And there are quite a few different traps in here, you know. But here we go. I do have my Garius healing right there from the pool, which is definitely very beneficial for him. And we should be able to just one-shot these ones or get super close. And most of the times you can actually crowd control this. You can stun them and stuff like that. So that makes your life a bit easier. But that's pretty much everything for NPCs, guys. That's how they look. You're gonna find them, how I mentioned, scattered on the map, so keep an eye for them. Make sure you are getting this sweet, precious loot. But that was all for the video. Much love, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.